Hello everyone, my name's Illumi, and welcome to Sage's Agent Lore video. We will be exploring Sage's past in a monastery, her struggle to protect those she loves, and the secret truth about her healing. Sage is the 7th agent to join the Valorant protocol, and she is a vital member of the team. She's originally from the Shaanxi province in China, and her real name is Ling Yingwei. She spent a good bit of time studying at a monastery in China where she learned to master her radiant skills, gained a lot of wisdom, and practiced the tenets taught of balance, action, and reaction. We see her practicing these tenets with her orbs at the monastery in this card. Sage's abilities actually manipulate earth, not water and ice. So although many people have assumed Sage was a waterbender, she actually manipulates earth. She uses the crystalline radianite orbs she carries on her belt to create zones that slow her enemies, as well as creating a wall to block others. A Riot dev told us that these orbs are not the source of her power, or even every expression of her power. Rather, they are a tool she's created for her to make use of. Her agent contract card shows Sage's monastery being struck by lightning. We're not exactly sure what this represents with full certainty, but some theorize that it's what First Light looked like to Sage while she was at the monastery. In Viper's card, we see a lighthouse in Seattle getting struck by lightning, which draws some similarities. In Fade's blackmail to Sage, she writes that Sage was the balm of Shaanxi, suggesting that this was a title given to her for all the healing and good she did in her community with her power and caring nature, even if it was done at a great cost to her. Although we don't know for sure how Sage joined the Valorant protocol, some people think she was asked to come and attempt to heal and stabilize Omen, or even Reyna's little sister Lucia, who is critically ill. We don't know the details, but this line with Viper makes me think that Sage tried to help Lucia and others in Reyna's sanctuary who were ill, but to no avail.
Viper, have you thought about my offer? You don't have to—
Never, ever assume you can help me. You can't help me. You can't help them.
For those wondering, Reyna runs a sanctuary for those whom she has saved from Kingdom's microscope. Likely, they are Radiants who are being tested on and researched by Kingdom. It's assumed these experiments left the Radiants severely harmed, and so Reyna runs the sanctuary city to protect these people, her people. And we believe Lucia is one of them. Reyna must harvest souls for both herself and her sister to keep them both alive. For some reason, it seems that maybe Sage's attempt to heal them didn't work. Perhaps their life energies are for some reason incompatible. We don't really know. It's also possible that Viper's voice line has nothing to do with Reyna's sanctuary, but I think it might. And we believe that after this, Sage was recruited to the protocol. By nature, Sage is extremely caring toward others, especially those she holds dear. Many consider her a mother-like agent to the protocol, putting other agents' needs before her own. She isn't one to seek out her own personal glory, but encourages the team to fight together, win together, go home together. She wants to win the battle, but win it with everyone alive, and thankfully her resurrection ability helps even those knocked down on the battlefield. However, both Fade and Omen question her healing. Omen asks her,
"Sage, the life you give, do you ever wonder where it's taken from?"
And similarly, Fade asks her in her dossier if there is not the same balance, action, and reaction with her healing that she learned in the monastery. Omen even feels a shift in the balance when Sage heals.
"A radiant healer is with them. I can feel her pull against the natural balance."
So what is Sage's healing exactly? We don't really know, and it seems Sage is putting that question on the back burner, at least for now. Her compassion to save those around her may end up being the very thing that proves fatal in the end. Despite her healing, that is not the only thing that defines her on the battlefield.
I am both shield and sword.
Sage is also a leader in the Valorant protocol. Although she's not on quite the same level as Brim and Viper, she still holds a lot of authority within the protocol. She and Reyna are responsible for training new recruits that join the VP. They have very different approaches to training, however. Sage is all about teaching Radiants how to control their powers in a calm and collected manner. Reyna leans more into the emotional side of their powers, specifically with Neon, whose power becomes stronger but more uncontrollable if her emotions are out of check. Even though Sage tends to be super focused on her work, she does enjoy spending time with the team. Over the Lunar New Year, Sage, Jet, and Neon took a trip where we got to see Sage truly smile, have fun, and wear some cool outfits. Something we get to see with Sage that we don't get to see with many other agents is information on their Mirrorverse double. For the most part, they look exactly the same, have the same disposition, etc., but their lives now look a little different ever since First Light, where the split actually happened, and especially now since Omega Earth is in an energy crisis. For example, on Pearl, we've seen that Omega Sage is a renowned hero there for saving others from a devastating tidal wave using her wall. And in the Reckoning cinematic, it's actually Omega Earth Sage that goes to fight against a million bots and shows us that she's not just the team's healer. However, we know that this particular sentiment of hers is shared across both Sages, as they both say in-game.
I am not just your healer!
So what do you think of Sage? And which agent do you want to see next? Let me know down below, and be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. God bless. Bye!